Narcissists' weird sleeping behavior, how they use sleep to control you. Today, we're delving into the intriguing realm of narcissistic sleep patterns. Believe it or not, the way they snooze can offer insights into their inner workings and how it affects those around them. Disclaimer: noticing these sleep behaviors doesn't automatically tag someone as a narcissist. Sleep issues are pretty common, especially in today's fast-paced world. However, these patterns can be significant in the context of narcissistic personality traits. So, let's take a journey into the world of narcissistic sleep habits together. But before we do, if you're intrigued by this subject, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to become part of our community. Now, let's get started. Let's explore a story that sheds light on the power struggles often seen with narcissists. It's reminiscent of childhood memories, observing parents engage in arguments akin to children vying for a favored toy. However, instead of a toy, the disputes often centered around trivial matters, such as who deserved a larger portion of dessert. These conflicts were far from ordinary disagreements interspersed with laughter. They resembled explosive outbursts, escalating rapidly from calm to chaos. The air would fill with raised voices, occasionally leading to physical confrontations that persisted late into the night. Despite the intensity, they would eventually retire to bed, leaving the unresolved tension lingering in the air. While the specifics of the argument varied, the underlying issue remained constant: a battle for control. This pattern of stirring up turmoil just before bedtime was a common theme. For narcissists, it seemed either sleep eluded them entirely, akin to nocturnal creatures, or they remained awake, fueling chaos until exhaustion overtook them. This behavior served as a means of emotional drain, allowing them to replenish themselves at the expense of others. In one particular instance, the father's fixation on financial matters often triggered conflicts with the clinically narcissistic mother. Discussions about money or related topics inevitably led to heated arguments, strategically timed to disrupt the peace before bedtime. The catalyst for these conflicts could be as trivial as a single word or glance, yet the consequences were always significant. While the mother favored passive-aggressive tactics like the silent treatment, the father opted for a more direct, confrontational approach. Let me tell you, it was a total mess. We're talking epic levels of chaos that left us all messed up. And even now, I'm still trying to get my sleep back on track, trying to undo all the damage that was done. It's been a real journey, let me tell you. So yeah, just wanted to share that little nugget with you. Goes to show how wild things can get when you're dealing with narcissism. Now onto another sleep-related quirk: their obsession with their phone. If you're stuck with a modern-day narcissist who's glued to their phone, you better believe they're keeping that thing closer than their own shadow, like under the pillow close. It's like they're guarding Fort Knox, protecting all their dirty little secrets. They're always on high alert, making sure you don't accidentally stumble onto their shady dealings. That phone, it's their lifeline to their twisted world, and they're not about to let you peek behind the curtain. And forget about sleeping on the same side as their precious phone. That's a big no-no. They're like predators, claiming their territory in bed, leaving you with barely enough space to breathe. They'll squeeze you to the edge, no matter how big the bed is. The more you try to move, the more they'll kick up a fuss. It's like they've got this whole playbook of excuses ready to go. I couldn't sleep because you're hogging all the space. They'll whine, leaving you feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Sound familiar? If you've been through this nightmare, drop your story in the comments. You might just help someone else feel a little less alone in this crazy world of narcissism. Now onto another sleep-related headache: their talent for causing chaos right when you're about to hit the hay. Imagine this: you finally settled into bed, ready to drift off into dreamland, when suddenly, bam, you're jolted awake by a barrage of noise. Maybe they're rustling up a midnight snack, or having a full-blown chat with someone, or worst of all, picking a fight or tormenting your poor pet. Whatever the excuse, the goal's the same: to keep you from catching a wink of sleep. They just can't stand the idea of you finding peace, slipping away from their clutches even for a moment. It's like they're on a mission to keep you distracted 24/7. And when you try to escape by hitting the hay, oh boy, that's when their true colors come out. They'll pull out all the stops to make sure you stay wide awake, to remind you that they're the ones calling the shots. It's like they're allergic to the thought of you getting some rest, and they'll go to extreme lengths to ensure you're suffering right alongside them. Now let's talk about the final sleep-related behavior, and it's a real heartbreaker. Imagine this. You're lying in bed, hoping for a little cuddle or a sweet embrace from your partner. But instead, all you get is ice-cold indifference. They won't snuggle up or hold you close. Forget about a cozy arm to sleep on. That's just wishful thinking. Every now and then, they might give you a cold, robotic gesture of affection, but it's so mechanical, it might as well be non-existent. You yearn for that genuine connection, that comforting warmth you get from being with someone you love, but they intentionally keep it at arm's length, leaving you feeling hollow and isolated in bed. And here's the kicker. They'll sleep as far away from you as possible. Why? Because they're busy texting away or engaging in their shady dealings behind your back. And if you try to bridge that gap by reaching out to them, forget it. Why are you so clingy? I need to sleep. Got work tomorrow. They'll bark, shoving you away like an annoyance. There's no softness, no closeness. It's like sleeping beside a stone wall. And when it comes to intimacy, it's mechanical at best, like they're ticking off a checklist before rolling over and ignoring your presence. And let's not forget their signature move, turning their back on you, making you feel invisible and insignificant. It's a form of silent rejection, leaving a deep emotional wound. But here's the twist. If you find yourself turning away from them to protect yourself, it doesn't make you a narcissist. It means you're guarding your heart from the pain of being with someone who can't meet your needs. That concludes today's episode. Valuable insights were shared during our discussion, and we hope you found them enlightening. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback is greatly appreciated and helps shape the direction of future content. Stay tuned for the next episode, where deeper explorations into the journey of healing and growth await. Remember, healing is a continuous process, and together we can provide support along the way. If you haven't already, consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and activating the notification bell. Your support is instrumental in nurturing our community and facilitating its expansion. Additionally, be sure to check the description for a link to access a complimentary book and information on one-on-one consultations. Your path towards healing and transformation is within reach. Until next time, may the journey of healing and growth continue to enrich your life. Take care, and we look forward to reconnecting in the next episode.